the Niners got it back. Yes, San Fran recovers.
Niners.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 48 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Looky here, a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and now an onside kick. Oh, I think the Niners got it back. Yes, San Fran recovers. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
17-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's Mostert, toss left side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. To throw is Garoppolo. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
Don't worry about it, baby. I ain't worried about it. Let's go.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick.
Kickoff for San Francisco.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. They were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. The give is to Elliott. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down now, it's Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. The heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
This is 3rd down.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Rich Richard Sherman. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
2nd and 10. At the 30.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
Brought down at the
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Let's go. Mike 48, Mike 48. Watch the slack, watch the slack.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Niners.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
3rd and 6.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. Well, CD, taking a step back, we're 2 weeks into the season, and you already kind of get the sense that teams are beginning to separate themselves. If you look at the 2-0 teams, and remember, 62% of 2-0 teams ultimately make the playoffs. But Baltimore, Kansas City, Green Bay, Seattle, just to name a few, they look really good.
They certainly do, and in a lot of ways, those are the teams that we expected to be 2-0 at this part of the season. I mean, it's no major surprise. But how about Arizona being 2-0 as well? People talked about them getting better in the offseason. I don't know how many of us thought they'd beat San Francisco in the opener. They did. Then they jumped on Washington this week, and they are 2-0 as well.
Now, on the other side of the spectrum, we know the not good news about teams that start 0-2. The Giants and the Jets both there, Detroit, Cincinnati. So, again, maybe some more predictable names.
Certainly, they are predictable. Again, not a surprise for most of them, although many thought Detroit would be improved at this point. But how about a team that's 0-2 that went through a little bit of a difficult offseason like the rest of us, but even more so because of players being gone? How about Houston being 0-2 right now? They won the division last year. I think that's a little bit unexpected right now, even though they had a tough opening schedule with Kansas City and Baltimore.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Prescott yet again. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
To Blake Bell.
His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
First down, Cowboys.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the
second down, Prescott. Caught here by Bell.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you...
What they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
It's
2nd and 10 now from the 27. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Now this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. A give to Elliott. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now Elliott, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Completes it to Coleman. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
It's now 4th down.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. They're going to try and throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Frank Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
1st and 10. at their own 31.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Prescott now. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone, and that's a defensive touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Cowboys 23, 49ers 14. Greg Zuerlein.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that lap. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 36. And the return will stop right around the 25. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
2nd and 10 at the Niners' 25-yard line.
A second down throw for Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown.
Amari Cooper. Touchdown.
Amari Cooper there to make the grab. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. Oh, 46. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Prescott. That's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
49ers 14. Greg Zuerlein.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards there and a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to put an end to that play, and in so doing, puts an end to this third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara.
31.
It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, and they're going that fast,